pitch there is low in the dirt, so a 2-0 count. Again, 2-0 the score, as the Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers. And pitch there, once again in the dirt. So now a 3-0 count. Three balls, no strikes. Again, Braden Canan pitching for the Hoppers. And there's an outside pitch there that crosses the plate for the first strike in the count. 3-1. Hard grounder, and it will get past the third baseman Blevins there as he gets in the dirt for it but can't reach. And there is another hit for Grabowski. His first at bat of the day, but well, again, when this game was originally played on the third, he started off with a base hit. So technically 2 for 2 in this ball game. And gets a hit there for the Chiefs. Now Danny Rollins, who started the day as he's the 9th batter in the lineup, but again, in the weird start we had, he was the first at the plate. Ended up being walked. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. So 2-0, Chiefs lead here. Chiefs batting in the top of the 4th. Slider outside, ball 1. So a 1-0 count with a runner at first for the Chiefs. Canan taking his time on the mound. And a grounder there up the gap for a base hit. Straight past second base on the left side. And so a hit there from Rollins will get him to first. And now Grabowski is at second. Back to the top of the lineup, Will Gibbs at the plate. For Gibbs, he was the one who grounded into that double play in that second inning. Again, 2-0. Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers here in game 1 of a doubleheader. And a bit of a late gesture there from the umpire, but a strike on an outside slider called. Hoppers don't mind if it's late. As long as it's a strike, they're smiling on that one. 0-1 count. And a fly ball goes behind the bleachers by first base. That'll quickly make it an 0-2 count. Again, 1 out, 2-0. Chiefs lead the Hoppers here in the top of the 4th, with the Chiefs up to bat. Runners at first and second with an 0-2 count and 1 out on the board. Slider in the dirt. Nice job of Smith getting behind that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch there, a bit too low. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Will Gibbs at the plate for the Chiefs. And another pitch, just a bit too low. So that's going to make a full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The second full count for Canan on the mound. He walked the last full count. And that'll be a grounder, and it is going to be stopped by the shortstop there, but it's safe at home. A score comes in. Honestly, a good play there by Snyder to even prevent that ball from going to the outfield, but he was just really able to stop it with his arm and then picked it up. But by that time, coming from second, Grabowski rounded third and came home to score. As now at second is Rollins, and Gibbs makes it over to first. And Gibbs is credited with the single on that one. So now runners at first and second, 3-0 the Chiefs now lead, and Parker Price comes to the plate. He had a base hit in his last at bat in this one. Outside pitch to the lefty is too far outside for a ball. So 1-0 count, 3-0 Chiefs lead. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Paducah. And another pitch in the similar location, but that one called strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And 1 out on the board. And pitch there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kind of in that same location again. Hey, that one definitely a little more low, I believe. But 2-1 count. Hard swing and a foul ball. That one lands near the bullpen by third base. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count with 1 out. And again, runners at first and second for the Chiefs. Inside pitch swung on and missed. And a strikeout there from Canaan. Price is retired, and now 2 outs with 2 runners on base again at first and second. 3-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. McClure at the plate now for the Chiefs. McClure grounded to the pitcher as he'll have a foul ball that goes behind us here in our Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. You know, I saw over an area where the kids play. I think this is new. I'm not sure, but they had the kind of a field painted in the grass. I know they like to play their fun mini games, and like I said, first time I'm seeing it. I'm not sure if that's a new addition here at Tiger Field, but I know the kids really enjoy that. They get to play their own mini baseball game here at the park. Pitch there is a ball, so 1 ball and 1 strike to count. And a foul ball there that winds and goes past right field. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Hoppers, they know how to have fun out here at Tiger Field. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count with 2 outs. And inside pitch is swung on. That ball will go high, and it will be in the glove there. Pop fly to the second baseman, Tucker. And that will be the 3rd out. As here in the 4th, there were 3 hits. There were no errors, 2 left on base, and 1 run scored. As we head over to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 is your score. Looking at the scoreboard brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. We'll have more Hopper baseball coming up after this.
Hi, this is Jacob Bly from Franklin, Tennessee. On behalf of all of the 2024 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you helping us to pursue our baseball dreams. Once again, to all of Hopper Nation, thank you, and we hope to see you at the ballpark. Go Hoppers!
Bid high and bid often. Join All Clean Services at the annual Shirt Off Their Backs jersey auction at the Hoptown Hoppers game on Saturday, June 15th. Bid in person at the game from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Hoptown baseball field, or text your bid to 270-305-4350. All proceeds will go to support Camp Mark, a summer camp for mentally and physically handicapped adults. Support Camp Mark and your Hoptown Hoppers by
The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Chiefs lead 3-0. And the Hoppers now up to bat. Braden Pingle will come to the plate, seeing his first at bat of the day. Again, back on the third when this game started. He started the game off with the strikeout. So we'll try to start today off on a high note at the plate. Of course, ended last night on a high note, getting the walk-off hit for the Hoppers as they got a win over the Miners 5-4. First pitch is outside for ball 1. And another pitch there, high and outside, ball 2. So 2-0 count, Pingle at the plate. That ball grounded over to short. Quick throw is there to first for the first out. Grant Snyder now at the plate. Snyder is again, when this game started on the third, it was a 3 up, 3 down, all by strikeouts for the Hoppers. So he was one of those players that struck out in that glad it's not January. It'll be a little too cold for that, but June 3rd game. Foul ball there. That's going to be grounded over by third. So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And that ball will be grounded over to third. A nice scoop there, but the throw is high, but staying. That's on the bag there was the first baseman, Turner Johnson. Quick glove there. As that ball, it was like he had a magnet in his glove on that play. That's big time for the second out. Now Ruben Ogando, the third batter in the lineup, will come to the plate. Ogando, a right-handed batter. First pitch, that ball is going to be grounded and will be fouled down the third base line. Forgive me as well, I have not given a rundown on the uniforms. As the Chiefs wearing their gray jerseys and pants with, I believe, a navy blue hat with red brim. Hoppers wearing their white pants with their white jerseys with red sleeves and a bit of white stripe action going on at the top of the jersey. High inside pitch. That will make it a 1-ball and 1-strike count. Swing and a miss there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Again, 3-0. Chiefs lead here over the Hoppers. Foul ball goes behind us. Count stays the same, 1-2. And a ball there once again, chopped and fouled down the third base line. So Ogando has to go pick up the bat again and come back to the plate. Staying alive here though, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs on the board. And a swing and a miss there on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is there. And so a strikeout will conclude things here in the fourth, as there were no hits, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. We head now to the top of the 5th inning. Looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville. 3-0 the Chiefs lead. And we'll have more Hopper baseball coming up, brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising
Hopkinsville. We feature a 24-hour pay-at-the-pumps fueling system, offer on-farm deliveries of fuels, and have propane gas for your home, business, and grilling needs. Be sure to stop by and check out how we can meet your home heating needs with our selection of fireplace systems, gas logs, and heaters. Remember, it's Southern States Petroleum on Canton Pike in Hopkinsville for all of your fuel needs.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. 3-0. The Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers. We're now in the top of the 5th inning. And starting things off at the plate for the Chiefs will be Kyle Hayes, the 4th batter in the lineup. Still pitching is Braden Canan for the Hoppers. And first pitch there inside, just as inside as it could have been without hitting him. So a 1-0 count. And nice pitch there, crosses the plate for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 3-0 Chiefs lead here in the top of the 5th. Paducah currently batting. And a ball is hit there in center, and it is in the glove there. Sliding to get that one is Pengel. And out number 1. So 1 out, Cadwell Turner coming to the plate. Again, top of the 5th inning action here. 3-0 Chiefs lead. And a nice pitch there. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss on a high heater. 0-2 now the count for Turner at the plate. The 0-2 pitch. That one is going to wind out there, and it goes over the head of Tucker. He tried to reach out for it and get it in the glove, but couldn't make the play. I believe he was falling down on that one and kind of having to backtrack with his feet. Waiting on the official ruling from our game changer statistician, but I'd like to say that was a hit. That was would have been a tough play. It did touch the glove though, and it is ruled a base hit. So now at the plate is Ben Brombaugh. First pitch strike. So for the Chiefs now, through 5 innings, they've gotten a hit in every single inning. Hopper still looking for their first of the game. And that ball will be grounded over to third or shortstop. It's out at second and now out at first. Double play, 6-4-3. As the Hoppers shut down whatever run that Paducah was going to try to make there here in the top of the 5th. There was 1 hit, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. We head over to the bottom of the 5th inning, looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. 3-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll have bottom of the 5th inning action coming up after this.
If your dad's recliner has seen better days, then Her Pace Furniture and Mattress has got you covered. Right now, they're offering a super special deal. Get 20% off all recliners for Father's Day. Imagine Dad relaxing in his brand new recliner, kicking back after a long day of yard work. Make Dad's days extra special with a new recliner from Her Pace Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Always the best. Friday, June 14th is Pennyrile Electric Member Appreciation Day in Elkton. Come by and see us from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Elkton Todd County Park and pick up your free buckets and light bulbs. It's Pennyrile Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your lives and empower your community for more than 8 decades. The celebration continues next week in Russellville and Lewisburg. See a full schedule of events at precc.com and like us on Facebook.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here at Tiger Field. I mentioned earlier in the game the Hoppers like to do it fun here. And before seeing the Hoppers, I'd never seen anyone play baseball, play, or bowling. That's what they do. They bring a kid out on the field, pull out a beach ball, and then have some Hoppers line up, and the kid plays a little bowling. Always works better, too, when the Hoppers are wearing their white uniforms, as they are today. First pitch is a strike, though, here. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Hadley Smith is at the plate for the Hoppers. A ball there, so 1 ball and 1 strike. And grounder there. Goes over to Johnson at third. He'll make a throw, and there's a tag. The throw was out of reach there, and moving to get that one was the first baseman for the Chiefs, but he was able to make the tag for out number 1. Now Ryan Jackson gets another chance at the plate. He struck out in the second inning. And 3-0 Chiefs lead here in the bottom of the fifth. And there's another grounder over to third. Johnson makes the throw. And another out there. 5-3. I'll tell you what, over at third base, Johnson's getting a lot of action, whether it's foul balls coming to third or plays he's making. Ball has been in his glove a lot of times just to start here in this ball game. 3-0 is the score again. Chiefs lead. Braden Blevins will now come to the plate. Blevins was one of those players that grounded to third. And a slider there crosses the plate. Strike 1 down the middle. 0-1. And that ball is going to be hit and drops in center field as Braden Blevins gets the first hit for the Hoppers in this game. And we do see the first runner actually on base in this game. Now at the plate, Max Martin with the runner at first. Martin grounded out to short. And his one and only at bat. Low outside pitch, ball 1. So again, 3-0 Chiefs lead here in the bottom of the fifth. And a runner at first with 2 outs for the Hoppers. And pitch there down the middle, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Outside pitch there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like a little update from the NFL for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence just agreed to a 5-year, $275 million extension. $200 million guaranteed. Ball hit there out to left center, and getting underneath that one is the center fielder for the third out. That's Brombaugh making the play. And that's going to do it for the 5th inning. As there was 1 hit for the Hoppers. They get their first hit of the day. No errors, 1 left on base, and no runs scored. As we look over at the scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 3-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have 6th inning action here, brought to you by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm.
A career to the max awaits. Max Arnold & Sons bulk plant locations are looking to hire tank wagon drivers in Madisonville, Kentucky. Requires CDL, Class B and hazardous materials endorsement, home daily, along with health insurance, paid time off, dental, vision, 401k matching, life insurance, referral program, and tuition reimbursement. Starting salary is $40,000, a year based with overtime, above 40 hours being paid time and time and a half. Learn more at careerstothemax.net.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Jamar Perkins again on the call. A big shout out to Cole Sloan, is again not with us on our YouTube broadcast or here on the station as well, but he is trying to work in between innings to update the scoreboard. He's currently doing some PA announcer work, so he's running back and forth, making me sweat a little bit, but he's putting in that work, so I appreciate Cole for doing what he can here. As we are limited. Grounder fouled down the first base line as Jalen Johnson is at the plate for the Chiefs here in the top of the 6th inning. The Paducah Chiefs lead 3-0 against your Hoptown Hoppers. Swing and a miss there, making it an 0-2 count. And another swing and a miss, a strikeout to start off here in the top of the 6th. Now up to bat, Brady Grabowski. He's 2 for 2 in this game. And not to clear up any possible confusion, again, this is a doubleheader, but this game is going to go all the way to 9. But the second game, the game after this, will be a 7-inning contest. So again, we are here in the 6th inning now. As the first pitch is low for a ball. We're going to go all the way to 9 for this game since this game has already started. Normally, if it was a doubleheader and neither of the games have been played, it would be 2 7s. But because it's already started, there's a hard grounder there towards left field foul. Because of the situation, this is going to be a 9-inning game. But again, we started here in the top of the 2nd. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases cleared. Swing and a miss there on an off-speed pitch. Now a 1-2 count to Grabowski at the plate. And that ball is hit towards center field. Grounder, base hit. As it goes to the left of the shortstop for Hoptown. So that streak continues. And we're at the top of the 6th. In every inning, the Chiefs have gotten a hit as the bats aren't as active for Hoptown right now. But again, still some more action to be played. So look forward to the tide possibly changing in favor of Hoptown. Again, 3-0 Chiefs lead right now in the top of the 6th. Now a runner at first. And a pickoff attempt. Back in time is Grabowski. Danny Rollins at the plate now for Paducah, waiting on his first pitch. And it'll be in the dirt and outside. Smith gets behind it, but ball 1. So a 1-0 count. Another pickoff attempt, and back in time is Grabowski. Big thanks to the umpires for this game. Home plate umpire Jimmy Fields. First base is Ted Ashton. Third base, Rick Erickson. And a slider there is hit out to right field, and it'll drop. Miscommunication. And a ball actually gets thrown over to third. There was the center fielder, the right fielder, and the second baseman all going for that ball in short right field. And miscommunication there, and the ball just drops right on the grass. As I don't know who you give that error to. It was 3 different players, but miscommunication there. Rollins is going to reach. And they're actually on Game Changer. They're calling it a single. And so we go with what they go with. So we'll call it a single too. But definitely that ball could have been caught, in my opinion. But just a tough break there for the Hoppers, and something I'm sure Coach Brisenen will be talking to the players about. But called a base hit for Danny Rollins. Now runners at first and second. We just saw a foul ball by Will Gibbs at the plate, and then a low pitch for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. With the runners at first and second and 1 out. Check swing there, and umpire says he went. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on that outside pitch. One, 2 count. Grounder there. Goes over to short, and it'll actually get past the shortstop there. And a run is going to score as another tough play there from the Hoppers. Third baseman Blevins went forward, and then Snyder tried to get behind it, and it went past him. So a run scores as Grabowski will come in for the 4th run. Rollins makes it all the way to third. And now Gibbs will come to first. Once again, that is ruled a base hit. Got a generous scorekeeper down low right now for the Hoppers. And a stolen base attempt. That ball is going to be hit, though, out in right center. It's in the glove. Tag up attempt is going to be successful coming from third. And so Rollins scores. Staying at first is Gibbs. Parker Price just fouled out to center field. So 2 outs. Colin McClure will now come to the plate. 5-0 now the score. 5-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. Pitch there is low and outside for ball 1. 11-1. That's the stat as far as the big takeaway. That's hits. 11 hits to 1 in favor of Paducah in this game. Ball will be grounded out there. Goes to center, or actually the shortstop there. Snyder is able to get to it right in front of center field, but he can't make a throw. So another base hit there. McClure will reach first. And now Gibbs goes over to second. So runners at first and second. 5-0 now the score. Again, Chiefs lead. Swing and a miss there. As a hard swing. Hayes at the plate. He was looking for the trees on that swing. 0-1 the count. And a high outside pitch called strike there. So an 0-2 count here with 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Chiefs. And a stolen base attempt, the throw to third, and safe. It was a double steal there. So Gibbs makes it to third, and McClure will go over to second. That pitch was a ball too, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. With 2 outs and now 2 runners in scoring position for the Chiefs. And that ball will be hit out high, out to left field, and it bounces in front of the fence. A run will score. Make that 2 runs scoring. And a 2 RBI double there for Kyle Hayes, as he hit that one deep out in left field towards center. And a tough inning here for the Hoppers. They're trying to get out of this. Is now 7-0 the score. And Cadwell Turner is at the plate. Runner at second. Outside pitch, ball 1. Do see some action in the bullpen for the Hoppers right now. Pitch there is outside and in the dirt. So 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 count, 7-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers right now with the runner at second and 2 outs for Paducah. a strike called there. Hits the upper outside part of the box. 2-1 count. Again, Cadwell Turner at the plate. Pitch there goes too low. Ball 3. 3-1 count. And a swing and a miss there on an outside slider. That's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So a 3-2 count with 2 outs here. Hayes will go on the pitch. And it is outside. And excuse me, bases were not loaded. I apologize. He would not go. He was at second and no one was at first. So staying at second is Hayes, and Turner has just walked. My apologies for that mistake. But runners at first and second now. And Ben Brombaugh is at the plate. Now all batters have seen the plate for the Chiefs here in this inning. That shows how tough this top of the 6th has been for the Hoppers. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 7-0 is your score. And back-to-back pitches here. First one ball, second one's a strike. One ball, 1 strike. And a ball is hit high out in left field, and getting that one is Jackson. Another situation where we saw 3 players going for that one, but I think Jackson yelled out loud and said he had it, and indeed he did. As that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. And in this top of the 6th for the Hoppers, there was 5 hits, no errors, 2 left on base, and ended up being 4 runs scored. 4 runs scored there for the Chiefs. Looking at the scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 7-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We're back for a bottom of the 6th inning action coming up after this timeout.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and
jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back. Just missed the first pitch. It was a strike swinging. Carson Tucker's at the plate for Hoptown. Now he'll ground one over to second, and the glove to throw is going to bounce and go past the first baseman for an error there. And Tucker will reach first base for the Hoppers. Again, 7-0, the Chiefs lead. So an error from the Chiefs might be what the Hoppers need to get some momentum going. As in this ball game, that's just the second player to reach base for the Hoppers here in the bottom of the 6th. That ball will be hit out to right field, and it's caught there by Parker Price for the Chiefs. So going back over to first is Tucker, and out is Colton Lovelace, who just swung at that. So 1 out, and Braden Pingle. He's now at the plate. Again, Pingle had the big hit in last night's game to walk things off against Madisonville 5-4. Runner at first with 1 out here for the Hoppers, down 7-0. Strike called there. Pingle asking the umpire maybe, where was that strike? It did seem a bit outside, but 0-1 the count. And another pitch on the outside corner. 2 back-to-back fastballs. No balls, 2 strikes. And 1 out with the runner at first for the Hoppers. Foul ball. Goes behind the bleachers by first. No balls and 2 strikes. And another fly ball hit high out to right field. And it is going to be in the glove of Price once again. So back-to-back fly balls out to right field. We now have 2 outs with Carson Tucker still at first for the Hoppers in this 7-0 ball game in favor of the Chiefs. Grant Snyder now at the plate. Shortstop for the Hoppers. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. First pitch. Inside fastball, called strike. Connor Myatt, the pitcher for the Chiefs, doing a good job of working the corners. High pitch there is going to be a ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. 85 degrees right now in Hopkinsville. It's one of the warmer days. It was supposed to be higher today, though, as that's going to be a foul ball and goes towards the fans and actually lands right on the dugout by first base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs on the board. High and outside fastball makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2s across the board with the runner at first here for Hoptown. The 2-2 pitch, outside swing and a miss. And that will do it for the 6th inning, as here in the bottom of the 6th, there was no hits, 1 error. There was 1 left on base and no runs scored. We head over to the top of the 7th inning. And looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 7-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have, again, 7th inning action here, brought to you by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm.
You can count on ProLift to get you through the ups and downs of your garage door.
Hi, I'm Brandon Killebrew, owner of ProLift Garage Doors. Give us a call at 270-874-1110 for all of your garage door needs in Hopkinsville and surrounding communities. You can count on ProLift for quality services that include garage door repair, maintenance, and new door installation. So remember to call us, ProLift Garage Doors of Western Kentucky, at 270-874-1110. We offer garage door repair services you can count on, and we can't wait to serve you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Are you suffering from hip or knee arthritis, or is a previous knee or hip replacement giving you pain? Dr. Landon Hall with Jenny Stewart Orthopedics is skilled in adult joint reconstruction and provides surgical and non-surgical solutions for hip and knee arthritis. Don't let bone or joint pain disrupt your lifestyle. It's time for you to get back in motion. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org to schedule an appointment.
Hoppers here in the top of the 7th inning. A new pitcher on the mound for the Hoptown Hoppers. It is number 19, Gavin Lake. And Gavin is one of the players on the team that does some pitching, but also plays a position player as well. And at the plate here for Paducah is Jalen Johnson. And I mentioned earlier he's made some pretty good defensive plays, but 0 for 3 on the day. Again, 7-0 the Chiefs lead, and Chiefs currently at bat here in the top of the 7th. First pitch, a bunt is shown and taken away as that one is high for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. And ball hit there straight out to center field for a base hit. And make it 1 for 4 as Johnson gets his first hit of the game. And the streak continues. I mean, I know this doesn't happen that much in baseball. Cole can confirm with me, but again, through 7 innings, getting a hit in at least every inning, the Chiefs have to be happy on this one. Currently at, I believe, 16 hits, 15. And that ball is going to be fouled, and it looks like it's going to go behind the bleachers over at first base. And 0-1 count after that foul ball. Brady Grabowski's at the plate. Going to runner at first for Paducah. Nice outside pitch, making an 0-2 count for Grabowski at the plate. Again, Gavin Lake now pitching for the Hoppers. Foul ball behind home plate. And count stays the same, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And a strikeout looking there. Umpire liked to take his time on a bit of these calls. He kind of stood up, and I was like, oh, wait. And then he signaled the strikeout looking. And so now 1 out. And that stops Grabowski. He was 3 for 3 before that strikeout, so cools him down a bit. Now Danny Rollins will come to the plate. He's 2 for 2 in the game. He's got 2 singles. He'll ground one over to first. A throw over to second. That one goes in the outfield. Now rounding for third. And making it there is Johnson. Hard throw there by Martin. And just a bit too hard and low in the dirt there as it bounced. And here's an error as Rollins reaches first. And Johnson makes it on the way to third. So now runners at the corners, first and third, with 1 out. 7-0 again. Paducah leads with the Chiefs currently on offense. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. No 1 count again with 1 out on the board. And a throw over to first. And back in time is Rollins. Will Gibbs is at the plate for Paducah. And a grounder there that will go out in right field. A run's going to score for Paducah. And a base hit there by Gibbs. So Gibbs at first. Coming in to score is Johnson, and moving over to second is Rollins. So now make it 8-0 the score. Chiefs lead again 8-0 now. Hard grounder, and that's fouled over by first base. Parker Price is at the plate. So an 0-1 count with runners at first and second with one out. Swing and a miss. And excuse me, that last play by Gibbs, it was ruled in error. So no hit, actually an E4. 0-2 the count. High outside pitch. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count with the runners at first and second. And pitch there in the dirt. And excuse me, that makes it a 2 ball and 2 strike count. 2-2. Runners at first and second. Again, 8-0. Chiefs lead the Hoppers here. With 1 out. Foul ball. And count stays the same, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and again 8-0. Paducah leads here with the Chiefs at the plate. And a throw over to second on a pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. Again, 2-2 count with 1 out. Parker Price, batter right now for Paducah. And a steal attempt there, but a foul ball straight over to the dugout. Hard grounder. Not sure if that was a double steal or not, maybe just second to third. But having to come back regardless is Rollins. Again, a 2-2 count. And another foul ball, as that one goes past the bullpen over by left field. As I say that, it does look like there is a pitcher warming up. It looks like Graham Kellum, or Colton Lovelace, excuse me. And another foul ball near the dugout, Chopper. So staying alive here is Parker Price. Multiple foul balls here. Getting a lot of pitches. Currently out of Gavin Lake in this at bat. Still a 2-2 count. And there's the third ball, high and outside. So a full count with runners at first and second, 1 out. And again, Chiefs leading 8-0 here in the top of the 7th. And a strikeout looking there. Just gets the top of the strike zone there. A pitch there by Lake. And that will be the second out. Second strikeout looking in this inning as well. Now Colin McClure will get another chance at the plate. 2 for 4 in the game. First pitch is a ball, so 1-0 count. 1 ball and no strikes. High pitch there, make it 2-0 now the count. And inside pitch, 3 straight balls, makes it a 3-0 count. And a 3-0 pitch is going to be too high for ball number 4. And now we see the bases loaded with 2 outs. McClure at first, Gibbs at second, and Rollins at third. Kyle Hayes, he had the big double out in left field in his last at bat that scored 2 runs. First pitch is a yay bit high in the strike zone, ball 1. One 0 count. And a strike down the middle makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count with 2 outs here. Bases loaded, and again 8-0 the Chiefs lead currently on offense right now. Hopper's trying to get out of this frame. Foul ball goes high, winding, and out of play by right field. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, started the game with some camera issues. We do have that first camera available as far as showing behind the home plate, but as far as updating the scoreboard on Game Changer, or not, excuse me, on our broadcast, unable to do that right now as it's been being updated inning to inning. As I mentioned, Cole Sloan is doing some PA announcing for the Hoptown Hoppers right now and can't do both at the same time, unfortunately. But he's been trying. He's been moving around as that ball's going to be hit, and it's fouled over by right field, kind of winded out there. And it was in short right field too, so thankfully that ball soared right. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count with 2 outs. Again, bases are loaded here. One, 2 count. 2 outs. And Kyle Hayes, hard grounder over to short. The throw is there at second for the 3rd out. And that will do it for the top of the 7th. As looking for the Chiefs here in this inning, they had 2 hits. There was 1 error. There were 3 left on base. And 1 run scored. Looking over at the scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 8-0 is the score as the Chiefs do lead the Hoppers. And this is also the 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Visit them today on Fort Campbell Boulevard and download the Chick-fil-A app for online ordering. Again, we'll have bottom of the 7th inning action coming up after this break here on 95.3 The Farm.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. Foul ball. It is, again, batting here. New batter. Pinch hitter, number 5, Ethan Landis. He's in for Ruben Ogondo. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 8-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. Pitch there in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. And, excuse me, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball goes behind us. So a 2-2 count. And pitch there. High for ball 3. Full count. And a foul ball there goes near the bullpen by right field. So once again, count stays the same, 3-2. And a ball there will be hit high out to third, and it's a pop fly out in the glove of Johnson. So 1 out, and Hadley Smith for the Hoppers will now come to the plate. So 1 out on the board. Again, 8-0. Paducah leads. A strike called there on that slider to Smith. Still pitching is Myatt in this game for the Chiefs. And another ball hit high there, popped up to the second baseman and in the glove there of Gibbs. So back-to-back pop flies. Make it 2 outs here. Ryan Jackson will now come to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Jackson, right-handed batter. And pitch there is inside and fouled over near the dugout for the Hoppers. 0-1 the count. Again, this game is the first of a doubleheader. Next game is going to be as a foul ball there inside. Goes behind home plate, now an 0-2 count. It's going to be after this, probably about a 30-minute break. We'll play some country music here on 95.3 The Farm, and then we'll come back and be ready for game 2. That game is going to be a 7-inning contest. Time is called by Jackson. Again, an 0-2 count with 2 outs here. And inside pitch. Ball 1 and check swing. Jackson didn't go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And slider goes outside there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout swinging. And that's going to do it for the 7th inning. 3 up, 3 down here. No hits, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored by the Hoppers. As looking at the scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. 8-0 is the score. Again, 8-0 in favor of the Chiefs. When we come back, we'll have 8th inning action brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
Hi, this is Hopper Colton Lovelace from Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2024 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, Southern States, Charlie Henderson State Farm, First Christian Church, and Edgewood Baptist Church. Go Hoppers!
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
Has your home or business suffered from water damage? How about fire damage to your home? Even if you just need the carpets cleaned, All Clean Services has you covered. All Clean takes pride in the work they do, assuring you quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call 270-889-9645. All Clean Services, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back here. 8-0 is your score. Here in the top of the 8th inning, the Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers. And a new pitcher in for Hoptown as well. Colton Lovelace is at the plate. He's been in this game being a designated hitter and now sees some time on the mound. First pitch from him swung on, hit high out near left field, foul, and it was unplayable as that one lands in the dugout, in the bullpen for the Hoppers. At the plate for Paducah is Cadwell Turner. Righty pitcher is Lovelace from Clarksville, Tennessee. Just great timing, not intentional, but one of his commercials for the Hoptown Hoppers just played him talking just a few seconds ago. 2 balls and 1 strike. And pitch there is going to bounce behind home plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. No ball boy for the Hoppers, it seems, for this first game tonight. So players having to do a bit of work. 3-1 pitch. And hit in the lower back there is Turner. So he'll advance to first on a hit by pitch. And now Ben Brombaugh will come to the plate. Again, 8-0. Chiefs lead the Hoppers. Pitch there, low but called strike. Again, Lovelace pitching. Again, hoping it doesn't happen and Hoppers can get some things going to make a rally. But if the Chiefs were to get 2 runs in this inning here, the game would end due to the OVL's mercy rule. Be leading by 10 here in the 8th. Second pitch is a strike. So an 0-2 count with the runner at first and no outs. And foul ball there. It's going to go right behind us here in our Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. No balls and 2 strikes with the runner at first. And a foul ball, another foul ball behind home plate. This count stays the same, 0-2. Do want to take this time to thank the Hoptown Hoppers game day sponsor. That's First Christian Church tonight. Also providing the post-game meal for the Hoppers is Bruce and Don Wilcox. Hard ball hit and fouled. That goes over behind some fans that are sitting in their lawn chairs out in left field. So count stays the same, 0-2. And inside pitch. fastball. Ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And pitch there, too low. Count is evened up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two count with the runner at first and no outs. Foul ball once again. Goes over the screen in front of the first base bleachers. And now a fresh supply of balls there by Evan Cardwell, as brings 2 handfuls over to the umpire. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And how about another foul ball? That one chopper over to the dugout for the Hoppers. Again, it's still a 2-2 count here. And inside pitch is swung on. That's a short ball there, scooped up at third base. But beating out the throw there is Brombaugh. So an infield single will get Brombaugh to first, and advancing to second is Cadwell Turner. So now runners at first and second with no outs, and Jalen Johnson will come to the plate for the Chiefs. Pitch there is inside and called ball. 1-0 count. And pitch there high and outside, so make it 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch right down the middle. That's going to be called strike. And correction on that last play, it was ruled a fielder's choice on that play. And so no base hit as far as the official stats. Fielder's choice, excuse me, on that last play. Another pitch there makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second with no outs. A 3-1 count to Jalen Johnson. And that ball will be fouled off. Goes behind home plate, behind the bleachers. Full count here to Jalen Johnson. Again, pitching is Lovelace for the Hoppers. And the 3-2, that ball will be hit out to right field, and it is fouled. Just a few feet away from the line. So Johnson will come back, pick the bat up, and do that again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 8-0. Chiefs lead. If they were to get 2 runs in this inning, the game would be over due to a mercy rule. And a high and inside pitch. That's going to be ball 4. So Johnson is walked. He goes to first. Brombaugh goes to second. And Turner will go to third. Brady Grabowski now at the plate. He started this game off 3 for 3, all with 3 singles. But then in his last at bat, he struck out looking. Bases loaded. First pitch, he'll swing at one, and it's fouled hard. out of play near left field. So 0-1 the count. No outs, bases loaded here. Pitch there in the dirt. Smith does a good job of getting behind that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. One count with bases loaded. Again, 8-0. Chiefs lead here. And nice high and inside pitch, but called ball. Two balls, 1 strike. Do see some action in the bullpen for the Hoppers. That ball grounded over to third, a bit bobbled, stepping on the bag there. And no throw is made. So a run does score coming in from third. Turner will get the 9th run in the game for the Chiefs. Again, Brombaugh is out after Blevins stepped on third. Going over to second is Grabowski. And at first, on a fielder's choice, going to second is Johnson. And now at first, by a fielder's choice, is Grabowski. Danny Rollins now at the plate for the Chiefs. Runners at first and second with 1 out. First pitch swing. That ball is going to go out and left field. And rounding the bases is Johnson. And that is going to be the 10th run here in this ball game. As 10-0 now the score. And now runners at first and second. And excuse me, I was told about the 10-0 Mercy Rule. Believe it. Still playing here. But in the top of the 8th, the Hoppers will still get a chance to bat. So now they'll have to score a run. As I had some confusion. Ball in the dirt. Throw over to third. Close, but safe. So now at first and third. Rollins at first. And Grabowski is at third. Off a stolen base there. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Again, 10-0's the scores. That'll be a ground ball over to the third base. It's out at second and out at first. 6-4-3 double play. And that will do it for the top of the 8th inning. As again, 10-0's the score. Looking at the scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville. And again, my apologies, not quite a mercy rule, because the Hoppers are going to get a chance here in the bottom of the 8th to change that and put a run up, but they'll need to. As again, we'll have some more OVL baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower for mighty fine baking every time.
Southern States Petroleum has all of your fuel needs covered. Come see us at 5475 Canton Pike, just off Eagle Way Bypass in Hopkinsville. We feature a 24-hour pay-at-the-pumps fueling system, offer on-farm deliveries of fuels, and have propane gas for your home, business, and grilling needs. Be sure to stop by and check out how we can meet your home heating needs with our selection of fireplace systems, gas logs, and heaters. Remember, it's Southern States Petroleum on Canton Pike in Hopkinsville for all of your fuel needs.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back. 10-0 the score. Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Hoppers need at least one run to extend this ball game. They'll be looking for some more, though. They try to strengthen this lead with not too much time left. At the plate for the Hoppers is Braden Blevins. First pitch is low and outside ball. Second pitch is swung on and popped out to the second baseman and in the glove. There for the first out. So one out here. Now Max Martin will come over to the plate. Again, 10-0 in favor of the Chiefs here. Fastball right down the middle, strike one. Pitch there in the dirt, make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count with 1 out. Outside fastball. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hard grounder over to third. A nice play by Johnson. He'll make the throw for the second out. So 2 outs here. Carson Tucker coming to the plate for the Hoppers. And excuse me, there is going to be a pinch hitter here. Devin Keebler in for Carson Tucker. Oh, 1 count. A swing and a miss. So 0-2 now the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And a slider there just a bit too low. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs here. 10-0 the score. That ball chopped high in the glove of Johnson at third, and he'll make a throw. And that one goes out near the fence. So I don't know, maybe trying to be too cute there. He made a decent amount of plays in this game, but Johnson with the error there is going to keep Hoptown chances alive on an E5. Now Colton Lovelace, who's now pitching for the Hoppers, will get a chance once again at the plate. 0-2 on the ball game. Runner at first. Pitch there a bit too high for ball 1. Lovelace, the 9th batter in the lineup. And a slider there outside, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. 10-0 the score. Chiefs lead. That ball grounded over to second, and a throw over to short for the third and final out here in the 8th inning. And that will do it for the first game. As again, that is the 3rd out, and 10-0 is the score after the bottom of the 8th. So the first game goes to Paducah here. But again, some more action coming. But we'll have our post-game show here. So just a kind of a lay of the land for those listening. We'll go ahead and take a break, have our post-game. When we come back, and we'll give our player of the game and our game summary. And then after that, we'll take a timeout, play some music, and then we'll come back for the second game. But our post-game show still to be had, so we'll take a timeout and have that coming up after this.
If If your dad's recliner has seen better days, then Her Pace Furniture and Mattress has got you covered. Right now, they're offering a super special deal. Get 20% off all recliners for Father's Day. Imagine Dad relaxing in his brand new recliner, kicking back after a long day of yard work. Make Dad's days extra special with a new recliner from Her Pace Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Always the best.
Friday, June 14th is Pennyrile Electric Member Appreciation Day in Elkton. Come by and see us from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Elkton Todd County Park and pick up your free buckets and light bulbs. It's Pennyrile Electric's way of saying thank you for allowing us to lighten your lives and empower your community for more than 8 decades. The celebration continues next week in Russellville and Lewisburg. See a full schedule of events at precc.com and like us on Facebook.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3.